silently erecting among the hustle and bustle of central Beijing. There is a unique architecture with gray brick wall and green tile, looking elegant and composed. With a 100-year history, every brick seems to record the history implicitly, presenting the glory and reputation of this old university. A 100 years ago, medical revolution in North America was in full swing. The Rockefeller Foundation pioneered to establish the best medical institution in Far East in China. After merging the Union Medical College, founded in 1906, and Yuqing Palace Estate, Peking Union Medical College was therefore established. This boutique Chinese yard was also embedded with Western design and framework, witnessing the centennial medical legend. The seed of China modern medical education since then was sowed and began to grow. Modern medical was spread and carried forward through PUMC to develop a world first-class medical institution and cultivate the high-level medical elites for China amidst 100 years of winds of change to embrace international reputation. Over the past 100 years, PUMC has always been committed to cultivating Chinese medical elites. It was also the first that developed the 8-year medical education program. Being strict with enrollment, PUMC was also noted for its insisted strict fallout rate, so as to guarantee graduates' quality. The following is a group photo of the first graduates in 1924. There were 9 students enrolled, but only 3 graduated, indicating the hardness of university studying. Once the original intention set, it would persist for hundreds of years. In the era that pursues high efficiency and large scale, PUMC pays extra attention to develop steadily and focus on educating elites, sticks to the school tenet of small-scale enrollment, high-level education and high-quality output, targets on highest level of medical education, adheres to the principle of high-level enrollment, high-quality education, strict graduation, pays attention to capability cultivation, highlights 3 highs, 3 basics, and 3 stricts, keeps open-minded in teaching and absorbs others' successful experiences, is a special feature of PUMC, implements tutor program and emphasizes heuristic teaching, casts attention to independent thinking and independent work ability, and closely combines with clinic practice, forming its unique and diversified clinic teaching, highlights scientific spirit and professional ethics. On this basis, the world's most outstanding medical education experience is then practiced in China through years of training, coupled with the influence of reputed teachers. PUMC devotes up to 8 years in developing a medical student, a personality and career, and integrating the school motto of rigorous, broad, and profound, innovative, dedicated, into the mind of each medical student. It is the severe persistence that cultivates the world-renowned Chinese medical elites. Lin Jiaozhi, who has studied, worked, and died in PUMC, delivered more than 50,000 infants. She practiced her promise with her whole life. I am a doctor on duty for my whole life. Huang Jiase, who devoted to medical education for his whole life, has ever said that, I am interested in being a good teacher and good thoracic medicine specialist. His practice was consistent with his words. He devoted his life and overcame all obstacles to the foundation of China's thoracic surgery, making significant contribution to new Chinese medical science and medical education. Genuine knowledge comes from practice, while practical experience wins superficial writings. Zheng Chaoqian, who has worked in internal medicine department of PUMC for almost 50 years, hasn't left any masterpieces, but solely 56 booklets and 4 boxes of cards, recording detailed medical records. He always said that, "I have always been a primary student in front of various diseases." Liu Shihao, Liu Reiheng, Xie Yuanfu, Rong Dushan. There are too many names enlightening. Throughout the 100-year history of PUMC, masters came forth in large numbers and clustered as splendid as the galaxy. It is these medical masters who are strictly selected, scientifically trained and practiced through various experience and toughening, that undertake the task of China's modern medical development, assuming as national health shield. From 1935 to 1937, the Chinese Medical Association set up the first batch of 12 specialist societies. 9 of the initial presidents were from PUMC. 3 more specialist societies were established at the founding of New China. 12 out of the 15 society presidents were from PUMC. The earliest academicians in China were selected out in 1948. Among the 8 people in medicine and health field, 5 came from PUMC. In 1955, among the first batch of academic committeemen in New China, who became academicians of Chinese Academy of Sciences, PUMC talents occupied 2/3. In early 1990s, China issued the Modern Scientist series of stamps for the first time, and the scientists in medicine and health field were all PMUCers. Over the past 100 years, the PUMC has always been noted with its elites. They studied, accumulated, maintained modest, dedicated and concerned about patients, and achieved extraordinary for their whole life. Their creation benefited China and made China proud within the world. Their contribution was integrated into history and passed down for a century. Their heart linked with hands, passed down from generation to generation, and condensed into tender and profound PUMC soul, which could not be interrupted by any world changes. As time flew, 100 years passed away. While China progressed in strides, PUMC always accompanied aside, adding to China's glory with sophistication of the medical profession and defending people's health with noble medical ethics. In 1931, PUMC graduate Chen Zhichen, adhering to his idea of medical salvation, creatively established a 3-level medical health system suitable for rural area, which was an innovative practice for PUMC public health education, which could be regarded as a feat on the history of China medicine and health. During the anti-Japanese War, PUM physician Lin Keshang organized the Chinese Red Cross Medical Ambulance Corps, which did not only save physical bodies of the anti-Japanese soldiers, but also supported them in spirit against the enemy. On the occasion of the Korean War, PUMCers sent the first bottle of plasma to the battlefield. To save life, body of the wound warriors got repaired, while their dignity also got rebirth. Shortly after the foundation of New China, Zhang Weishan realized independent R&D, as well as industrial production of the 4 antibiotics, penicillin, streptomycin, oxytetracycline, erythromycin with domestic materials and techniques, enabling Chinese people to access payable life-saving medicine. In mid-1950s, when poliomyelitis burst out and prevailed, Professor Gu Fangzhou successfully developed polymyelitis vaccine, saving health and lives of thousands of hundreds of kids, benefiting several generations of Chinese children. In 1960s, medical pioneers of PUMC stepped into high-incidence area to study the reason of disease and explore essential treatments. They eventually eliminated the prevalent diseases. Moreover, they trained doctors in village, leaving a state medical team for villagers. After the National Technology Conference in 1978, technology has embraced its rapid development. The scientific and technical personnel in PUMC system broke out great creativity and enthusiasm. A large quantity of new drug was successfully developed, and many medical research projects achieved breakthrough. The increasing sophistication of China's modern medical benefits Chinese people. At the advent of a new century, while assuming national mission to protect people's health, PUMC has improved rapidly without interruption. PUMC constantly explores interactive progress of medical clinic, teaching and research, and promotes coordinated development of medical clinic, teaching, research, obstetrics, and prevention. The formidable resources in clinical hospital and scientific research institutions well support education and talents cultivation, while enhancing integrated discipline system construction, upholding courage to reform and innovate, actively propel suitable medical reform, reinforces development of comprehensive, special, prospective national medical health and health high-end think tank, improves Chinese characteristic research, consulting, appraising, and supporting system for medical and health important decision. In terms of perfecting medical health elites cultivation, strengthening medical technology innovation, and enhancing basic medical care, PUMC has always been the pioneer, sharing the same breath with people, confronting identical fate with motherland, and competing with the world become the long-lasting mission of this medical institution during its 100-year development, which adheres to introspection, focus, and compassion. PUMC are always pioneers and leads the trend. After foundation of New China, it heads toward a higher educational level that is more suitable for New China's national conditions. In 1954, the university proceeded in domestic and established graduate education. In 1957, Chinese Academy of Medical Sciences, CAMS, and Peking Union Medical College, PUMC, integrated, actively extended secondary vocational education to provide guarantee for successive college career, while maintaining 8-year elite education program catering to the demand of national development. In 1959, 8-year Chinese Peking Union Medical College was founded with permission of State Council. In 1962, through summarizing experience, PUMC proposed the 3 basics, 3 strict principles, which later on became important rules for Chinese medical, education, and research. In 1985, Nursing Department was founded. Nursing professional education was restored. In 1996, it opened another precedent and built Chinese first school of nursing. In 2007, the university established Students' Professional Accomplishment Cultivation Project to develop medical elites who combine ability with political integrity and have high potential. With excellent education achievements, PUMC has accomplished outstanding performance in Ministry of Education undergraduate education evaluation. Over the years, the number of academicians from PUMC has been the top among universities in the country. Beijing open and generous, keeping eclectic and unique, accumulating elites, and maintaining advantages in discipline and talents have always been the superior pursuit of PUMC. When gathering, they are like a lump of fire, while parting, they consist of the whole starry sky. PUMC converts its fruitful achievements into the seeds of hope and spread everywhere. "100-year growth accompanied with 100-year ups and downs." Grateful PUMC deeply understands that sincere solitude from leaders of the party and the state represents great trust. Each word of their encouragement is condensed with ardent exhortations. For decades, firm leadership and absolute support from the party and the government escort the progress and improvement of PUMC. No matter how hard the road ahead is, it never stops its trudge. No matter how many obstacles there are, the faith and belief is immortal. Cultivating elites, protecting people's health, achieving medical summit are the most meaningful return of PUMC to the country and the people. As a pioneer, PUMC aims to build first-class university, establish first-class medical discipline. The new generation of PUMC leaders smartly propose the 1-2-3 Innovation Action Program and 1-2-3 PUMC Promotion Program. Actively explore new model for PUMC elite education, seizing opportunities, confronting challenges, marching confidently toward the goals of constructing core base of Chinese medical science and technology innovation system and building world first-class medical university. Innovative PUMC has always driven the development of modern Chinese medicine and pharmacy with invincible creativity. When the National Science and Technology Innovation Conference announced to head for a powerful nation of science and technology, the PUMC bravely assumes as the national team, achieving entrepreneurship and innovation and taking the lead.
站在协和新100年的起点上，展望未来，协和的发展也一定是世界性的。
The practitioners of PUMC modern medicine contribute to the boom of Chinese medical career with lenient and profound patriotism. PUMC actively builds international resource platform and enhances various deep cooperation with world top medical institutions and medical universities. There are more and more PUMC graduates stepping up to world medical stage and expressing Chinese voice. A large number of academic papers with profound and insightful thinking are published on international, notable medical journals to display Chinese wisdom. The 100-year-old PUMC marches along the way of international development strategy under national One Belt and One Road policy, with the new guise, keeps united and works together, progresses firmly towards public health, and overall well-off. A century of vicissitudes, 100 years of progression. Looking back, we can, in the shining of PUMC elites, be grateful to their lifelong struggle and efforts. We can, in the detailed records, the accumulation of vast medical records, understand their most reverence for life. We can, in the medical books that crosses time and space, feel their centennial scholarship soul. This is not only the treasures that PUMC cast during the last century, but also the assured aspiration of everyone that shares life with PUMC. The 100-year-old PUMC, passing throughout all the ups and downs, advances forward tenaciously. She writes 100 years history with graduate superior achievements, is open to accumulate talents to make a substantial century, forges for a century with elites trained by experience and practice, devotes for a century with the mission of protecting national and public health, is glorious for a century with countless medical magnificent feats. At present, the brand new PUMC will certainly take advantages of profound history, assume dream of future, protect Chinese health, and write brilliant chapter for the next century.